This month, consider joining a ministry. We want you to get involved, be a part, because you matter. We have great teams that need your support. Our prayer team, greeters, student teachers, outreach, event staff, and many more. Give us your name at the Connect desk and let us know where you would like to serve. We are holding a fall diaper drive. Our goal is 500 packs of diapers to disperse to people in our community who could use the assistance. The infant mortality rate in our community is a huge challenge, and one way for us to do our part is to make sure mothers have all the supplies needed for their children. Help us make a difference. Lunch Break Bible Study starts weekly on Tuesday at noon with Pastor Larry.
What would it be like to be born again? To be able to put past mistakes behind us and start anew. While we can't turn back time, there is a way to start over. A way to begin writing on a blank page, end the tears, change our routines, become new creatures, and through Jesus Christ become clean again, be spiritually reborn, and have a second chance. You can start over by having faith in Jesus Christ, repenting, and being baptized by water and by the Spirit.
Join us for Baptism and Rebaptism Sunday. Register at the Connect desk. Weekly, we serve the community and countless families through our food pantry. You can join this effort and show your generosity. We are looking for those interested in being a monthly sponsor. Sponsorship levels will be listed in our bulletin, and those who give towards this endeavor will have the food pantry named after their family for 1 month. So secure your month today. Do you need support through prayer? Our prayer team and ministers dedicate time each week to pray for those in need. Remember, collective prayer brings strength, and you don't have to bear the burden alone. For private prayer requests, please add them to the prayer wall in the foyer. For public prayer requests, call the church and we'll add you to the prayer list.
Hey, it's Pastor Larry. This is a presidential election year, and we're asking everyone to step up and vote. I want you to make sure that at least 5 people in your family are registered to vote. You know, people in our community made great sacrifices to have the right to elect our leaders. And this year is going to be a very critical election year, and we want everyone's voice to be heard. If you need some resources on voting, in the foyer, I put together a Step Up and Vote guide where we share with you things like critical issues that are going to be determined in this year's elections. We also share in this voter guide key barriers to voting, the registration rules in our state, what the vote has achieved in the last few years. We tell you about that, and also the dangers of not voting. So don't overlook this special guide. It will educate you on some things that you may not have known. And then lastly, in the guide I've made available to you, it will show you the spiritual mandate for voting, meaning why it's so important for Christians to vote and how it correlates to our call from God to meet the needs of others. All of this is in the guide. So pick up your Step Up and Vote guide today. God bless you, and I'll talk to you soon.
September is Back to Church Month. This is the perfect opportunity to invite those who have stopped attending, faced hard times, or simply need an invitation or a ride. Fulfilling our Christian call starts with bringing others to Christ. We're encouraging each active church member to invite and bring at least 10 people to church this September. Imagine the impact when they receive a divine revelation that could change their lives. Our children's ministry needs assistants and mentors for our next generation. Also, Mount Zion University's fall semester is starting soon with new life-enhancing studies. If you're interested in participating in any of these activities, please sign up at the Connect desk.
Here at Mount Zion, we want you to live with purpose, live with promise, be all that God would have for you to be, and it starts with your health. Join us as we partner with university hospitals on our yearly A Healthier You initiative. Get screened, get information, and take control of what God has blessed you with. Let's do this together.
Hi, my name is Zari Wilson, and this is my tithing testimony. 2 weeks ago, I was on the campus of the school I'll be attending graduate school at, and I just remember feeling very overwhelmed. Like, I didn't know where certain finances were going to come. I didn't know how I was going to pay for this apartment that I was getting, and I just remember everyone just telling me just trust God. And so that Sunday, we were in service. God told me to tithe $500, and I was like, wow, $500. Like, I'm not working a traditional job this summer. I had a lot of upcoming bills, paying for this rent and for parking and just tuition and everything else. It just sounded kind of crazy. So I started writing $300 on my offering slip, and God said, no, do the 500. So I did it in obedience, and I gave it to him and had peace in that moment. But you know how we get, sometimes we start questioning afterwards, but I just decided I was going to trust God. And so that week after I gave the $500, God was telling me just to call the financial aid office and inquire about this scholarship that I believe that I qualified for. So I ended up hearing back about the scholarship, and they told me that typically they don't give the scholarship to students who have a merit scholarship already, which I have. But just recently, money came in and they had enough to also give me that scholarship. So that just shows God's perfect timing. And then in addition to that, God also covered my parking for Duke. So God is good. He will do what he says he'll do, and he will reward your obedience if you just trust him. And that is my tithing testimony.
Mount Zion, on the move for Christ.